Well, turning now to royal news, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have made their first public appearance since the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. The Duke of Sussex addressing the United Nations in New York this morning, using a speech for Mandela Day to wade into US politics.
From the horrific war in Ukraine to the rolling back of constitutional rights here in the United States, we are witnessing a global assault on democracy and freedom, the cause of Mandela's life.
Royal editor from the Daily Mirror, Russell Myers, joins us now. Rusty, good morning to you. I'm surprised you're still alive. It's so hot over there at the moment. Harry did not hold back, huh?
No, he didn't. I mean, it was a speech where very few people turned up to the UN Assembly in New York to see him. But I imagine a few million people around the world will have been watching it online or will certainly hear about it. And he didn't stop at all. He was talking about climate change, the weaponizing of lies and disinformation on the internet. You heard him there wading in quite controversially to the sort of Roe versus Wade, stripping of abortions rights, talking about the Constitution of America. I mean, there'll be plenty of people who will be arguing that a British prince has no place speaking about the American Constitution. So yeah, he said it all, but he didn't look too happy, to be honest.
Yeah, well, there's no one there. And as you say, he was just having a whine.
Well, I think so. I mean, listen, they have to keep speaking on the big issues. They've got this big Netflix deal that they've got to be seen. I mean, I'm not too sure why Meghan Markle was there at all. She was holding his hand like a little school child. But I mean, poor old Harry. He's sort of being wheeled out for the big gigs and to bring in the money at the moment.
He did say some nice things about his mum, right?
He did. I mean, you know, we've come to expect this from Harry. He's got to sort of use that sort of association. But obviously, Mandela Day, he was speaking about an image that of his mother and Nelson Mandela that was taken in 1997. That he said it was on his wall and in his heart. Spoke about her joyfulness, her cheeriness, and I think that's something that we can all agree with.
All right. Look, I am a bit worried about you this morning. There's lots of sweat on your brow, and tomorrow it's 41 degrees in the old Dart. How are you coping with the heat over there, son?
Well, you know, I've been to your fine land a few times, and it's a much more pleasurable experience because we're not used to it here, and we're used to moaning a lot. So there's been an awful lot about that going on.
You're going to survive, okay? I mean, what are you going to do tomorrow? You're just going to go to a park?
Well, I did think about doing this in just, my birthday suit, but I didn't think that'd go down too well. So maybe we'll have a dip in the sea later.
There's nothing better in Australia during the summer than seeing our English friends on a beach looking like absolute lobsters. We love it, mate. Thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate it. Welcome back to the show. Prince Harry has paid a lovely tribute to Africa and Princess Diana during a keynote speech at the UN celebrating Nelson Mandela Day.
And our correspondent, Amelia Adams, has the story. Amelia, Harry has weighed in on world affairs.
Yep, no longer a working royal, Ali and Karl, so I suppose he can say what he likes. And Harry and Meghan, you saw there, they arrived all smiles, hand in hand, to the UN General Assembly in New York this morning before Harry delivered the keynote speech paying tribute to Nelson Mandela. And he did dedicate a fair bit of time to reflect on his own personal ties with South Africa. He spoke about his mother, Diana, spending time with Nelson Mandela, and also the special time that Harry has spent in South Africa with Meghan most recently in 2019. There they are with their newborn son Archie. That turned out to be their final tour, actually, as working royals before they moved here to California. But look, it was also a pretty sombre speech at times as Harry ran through this sort of endless stream of disasters facing the world, from climate to COVID and war.
From the horrific war in Ukraine to the rolling back of constitutional rights here in the United States, we are witnessing a global assault on democracy and freedom, the cause of Mandela's life.
And Amelia, their appearance comes just days ahead of a new book being launched about the royal family.
They were asked about this on their way in, but they didn't answer any questions you might expect, Karl. This book is called Revenge. It details apparently, the rift between the Sussexes and the rest of the royal family, and the recent disagreements and bust-ups, if you like, leading up to and including Mexit, right up to the recent drama behind the scenes at the Queen's Platinum Jubilee. So it's supposedly very juicy. It's going to be released, I think, tomorrow or the next day, Karl. So I'll send you a copy. I think you'll be right into it.
I suspect we'll have you back on talking about it too, Amelia.